Thanks for inviting us in. It's now 11 o'clock, and tonight that mass shooting in downtown Indianapolis has people across our city calling for action. They're urging the mayor, police, parents, activists, someone to do something. That shooting left 2 teenagers dead and 5 other people injured. Tonight, 4 teens are now facing various gun charges, but it's not clear if any of them are connected directly to the violence that we saw over the holiday weekend. So what now? Our city leaders tasked with answering that very question are now voicing as much frustration as anyone. In fact, maybe more. We've got team coverage for you tonight. And we begin with Alex Almanza, who talked with members of the City County Council who agree something has to be done.
The night started with a prayer followed by a mandate from city leaders and community members ordering change, starting with an extended curfew for children. In a last-minute amendment to Monday's agenda, City County Councilor Leroy Robinson introduced Proposal 232, which would extend the curfew for kids in Marion County.
Not about penalties, but first and foremost, the thing we're going to do is we're going to try to offer some support to the parents. If they are not abiding by the curfew and if there's multiple violations, we can be able to find them, get them parenting classes.
If passed, kids ages 15 to 17 have to be off the streets by 11 on Friday and Saturday nights. The rest of the week, it's 9 p.m. And for kids 14 and under, it's 9 p.m. every single night.
Relationships are important, and I think we need to support parents as well as our kids. Our parents need support. It's hard.
But some city leaders say a curfew alone won't fix the problem.
And it's actually pretty weak, right? All it's doing is changing times. And we seen last year that we were in the same exact scenario, and here we are again.
The Fraternal Order of Police calls the plan, quote, window dressing on a sinking ship. FOP leaders say they want prosecutors to get tougher and judges to stop what they call a, quote, revolving door for repeat offenders.
I've got a 15-year-old daughter, I got an 11-year-old son. I know where they're at all times, right? And if there's not, there are organizations and ways that we can try and bring some of that, and that goes back to the question about where we're spending the resources from the city. Is it on parenting classes, is it on diversion programs, or is it on intervention programs?
But supporters argue this is just one piece of the puzzle. IMPD Chief Chris Bailey saying, quote, this isn't about ruining anyone's fun, it's about saving lives. We look forward to continuing our work with elected leaders, government agencies, and the community to protect what matters most, our children. That proposal now heads to the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee meeting on July 16th. If approved, it will be sent back to the full council for a final vote in August. In Indianapolis, Alex Almanza, 13 News.
So this shooting made national headlines this week, putting downtown Indy in the spotlight for all the wrong reasons. Our city leaders hope this gun violence doesn't paint a negative picture of downtown. Just last week, you may remember Downtown Indy Inc. released the results of its downtown perception survey from last year. It showed 56% of people feel safe in the heart of our city.
People need to feel safe in order to come downtown. Downtown feels safer when there's more people downtown. And so it's a cycle that works hand in hand. To have gun violence become the thing that sort of defined this weekend for downtown is heartbreaking, and it's frustrating for businesses, for residents, for so many in our community.
Downtown Indy Inc. President Taylor Schaefer told us that building a positive image of downtown has taken years. Now, there are groups all over our city helping build up our young people, mentors and advocates working tirelessly to get kids and teens on the right path. So tonight, our Logan Gay continues our team coverage. She's digging into these programs aimed at curbing youth violence.
It's not enough to be trauma informed. Now you got to be trauma responsive. And as a city, we need to be responsive right now.
Kareem Hines works with young people every day through his nonprofit, New Boy. He agrees with Chief Bailey's statement that any kind of curfew enforcement should be based on connection and not correction.
Kids are not looking to be transported to a detention center. There's going to be some safe spaces that we're looking to bring kids to. And when they are brought to those safe spaces, instead of it being a punitive kind of situation where now you're in trouble, it's going to be a nurturing space. A space they can be cultivated, they can be loved on.
Hines says having the right people in place, strategy and environment are key when it comes to enforcing this curfew.
Our kids don't feel safe and secure. Our kids don't feel loved. They don't feel a sense of belonging. Our kids, the kids that you see downtown, that are out here at 12, 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, they're dealing with generational trauma. So they're not down here happy-go-lucky, they're dealing with pain.
So when it comes to preventing another violent weekend, Hines says foundational needs must be met first.
We have to bring the moms, the grandmoms into the conversation. It's not enough to work with the kids anymore. We have to be holistic in this approach, and our families need support.
In Indianapolis, it should be a safe space for children.
Another young man is stepping up to offer that support. 15-year-old J.P. McMillan founded the group Young Minds of Indiana, which aims to help young people make good decisions.
I feel because I am their age, they will understand me more than an adult.
A passion he got from his father, Ron G., who was shot and killed last July. McMillan thinks this is exactly the time his voice is needed most.
Seeing them kids getting killed downtown, it was just horrible for me, and I just feel I just needed to get back out here and get back going.
And Hines plans to do the same.
So every young person that's coming down here, they're not killers. They don't want to die, and they definitely don't want to kill anybody. They're just looking for some attention.
And he says it's time for the community to start listening.
Get from behind that keyboard and engage a young person and be a part of the solution.
Our coverage of the mass shooting in downtown Indianapolis continues online. There you can hear from the Marion County prosecutor, Ryan Mears, and see recent reaction from Mayor Joe Hogsett and IMPD Chief Chris Bailey. All of it right now over on WTHR.com.